Hello everyone and welcome to the 100 Wonders of the World. Today we'll be talking about the Akashi-Kaikyo Bridge that is in Japan and it's the continent Asia. The Akashi-Kaikyo Bridge, suspension bridge, is the largest bridge in the world. It spans the most heavily trafficked stretch of water in Japan. The Akashi Straits between the main island of Honshu and the smaller Shikoku. The Akashi-Kaikyo Bridge joins the city of Naruto on the island of Shikoku with Kobe on Honshu. Its construction presented tremendous challenges from the outset. Its engineers were well aware that the prevailing environmental conditions rendering a bridge project on this side nearly impossible. The region is technically extremely active, with small earthquakes occurring almost daily. Typhoons with winds up to 100 miles per hour are not unusual. Added to this is the fact that Akashi Straits are the most heavily trafficked shipping lanes in all of Japan. In addition, between the Straits are classed as an international waterway. A 5,000-foot wide shipping lane had to be left free at all times, complicating construction and requiring the bridge to have a center span longer than any ever built. Construction began in May 1988 with the laying of the 15,000-ton steel mantle footings for the two pillars. These hollow colossi of steel were sunk into the seabed and filled in with concrete capable of setting despite being completely submerged underwater. In the end, over 180,000 cubic yards of concrete were poured to anchor the bridge foundation. Next, the two giant pylons from which the rest of the bridge would be suspended were raised. It was decided that a steel frame with crisscross bracing would provide the necessary stability while retaining the flexibility and elasticity of concrete. The pylons were designed to withstand earthquakes with a magnitude of 8.5 without damage. Each 780-foot tall pylon was assembled from between 90 and 160 tons of steel segments piled on top of one another like bricks. Each pier also contains 20 giant oscillation dampers. This pendulum stabilizes the structure by immediately compensating for every movement of the bridge with a swing in the opposite direction. The expenditure of time, material, and expertise put into the earthquake-proof design proved it worthwhile. The bridge was still under construction. On January 17, 1995, an earthquake measuring 7.2 on the Richter scale struck the region around the densely populated city of Kobe. Over 6,500 people were killed, 27,000 injured, and some 200,000 buildings completely destroyed. The Akashi-Kaikyo Bridge, however not yet complete, wasn't damaged, this despite the fact that the epicenter of the quake lay squarely between the two suspension pillars. The steel cables strung across the bridge are mega in every way, 13,000 feet long and more than 3 feet thick. They broke every world record for size and strength. Each cable was composed of 290 bundles of wire, known as braids. Each of these was woven from 127 pieces of wire made out of extremely strong steel. Each weight-bearing cable thereafter was made up of the 36,830 individual steel wires. If one were to disentangle all the wire and lay it end to end, it will circle the equator 7 times. The weight carried by the main bridge cables is stupendous. Around 120,000 tons are suspended from the cables stretching between the pylons from shore to shore. 261,000 tons of steel were used to build this great bridge, man-made wonder designed to withstand the greatest forces of nature. Now let's look at the most important facts of this bridge. Location: the Akashi-Kaikyo Bridge crosses the Akashi Straits. The cornerstone was laid in April 1986, with construction beginning in May 1988 and completed in April 1998. The size, the bridge's total length is 12,831 feet, with a central span of 6,532 feet and a height of 928 feet. Size of the suspension cables. Each suspension cable is 13,000 feet long, with a diameter of over 3 feet. The space between the suspension cable is 115 feet. The suspended roadbed hangs 233 feet above the sea. It weighs over 120,000 tons. Thank you for watching, everyone. Stay tuned for more of the 100 Wonders of the World. Thank you.